Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's destined for the flank. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Howson. Cannavaro. Tchouameni. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Real chance! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Zanetti. Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Zanetti.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Batistuta, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Argentina do make frequent use of the long diagonal, Jim.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get their fullbacks as involved as possible, Peter.
And what's the thought behind that?
Well, they're the ones who can find those little pockets of space out wide or go beyond the defence on the overlap. It really opens up all sorts of options for them.
Neymar. No outsmarting him this time. Saliba. Costa Curta. Oh, super find. Neymar. Lovely feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
He won't be happy with that one. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, no joy this time. That's an imaginative pass. And it's Maradona. Threads one in. Batistuta! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Argentina trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Neymar. Always goal side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. Argentina are looking... Tries one from range! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Tchouaméni is offering a wry smile there.
Stojkovic with the short one. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti crosses. Oh, good effort! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Number 20, Hazard. Number 2, coming on the field. Number 11, Dani Olmo. Number 27, Serginho.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Dani Olmo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And Messi! Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
And he's well positioned here. Takes a shot! Oh, crossbar!
Substitution for Argentina. Number 6, Neymar. Number 10, Messi. Number 4.
And a chance! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. Argentina are level. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
We're looking at a different game now.
Argentina really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Now he's got space here. It's not an especially good pass, that. This is a promising build-up. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ambitious ball here. Great vision. And this is Berbatov. Not the most accurate pass. Dembele! Oh, the ball's come loose here. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for options for movement. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And just like that, he's into double figures now.
The goal scorer for Argentina.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, OK, it's gone in with the help of the crossbar, but that was merited due to the quality of the strike.
Neymar!
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Maradona. McAllister. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's run loose here. He is through here. He's shapes to shoot. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This further to improve their cause. He has missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And he's managed to get free. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Nuno Mendes. Oh, shooting chance! And that was a fine display of acrobatics.
That's just outrageous imagination, Peter, to even try that. Crazy.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball. McAllister. Can he latch on to this? Argentina do love to play that diagonal long ball, don't they, Jim?
Yeah, and the fullbacks are proving to be useful outlets for them too, Peter. The opposition could do with putting multiple bodies on them.
It's Maradona! Keeper's not concerned by that. Oh, that's delightful. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And a header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very... This time, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?